fringes of rock and roll.
There I am. Black screen for a moment. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you. Today's the last day of the year. The last day. You know, you guys have been with me for like a year and a half now this time. Almost pretty much. We've been rocking it. A year. But 2025 has been like an interesting, disgusting year. But we'll talk about some more of it. And then the possible futures of what's coming up here in just a minute. My wonderful, lovely co-host Ryan is here, ready to go do that voodoo. So we'll be back in a minute. You have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No. Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my... Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love. I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl say, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is... It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Blue ribbon and a Marlboro? No! Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved. Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I can see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better. And that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. We are back. I know, right? There's my awesome co-host, Ms. Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Flashing the purple today.
I got that perp. I wish I had some purple drink to go with it. And purple. Just do it all purple. Nurple. Put a little purple nurple. Put some Prince Purple Rain on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the whole theme.
The whole
vibe.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. How's the weather up there in the
weather seems to be okay today. Very overcast. But yeah, it doesn't give New Year's vibe. I'll just say that. But
okay,
it's not as freezing as it was.
Good. You know, it tends to be. You know, it is actually indeed freezing here. It's 22 degrees. So it is a little on the chilly side.
That's cold.
I want to take a moment and say hello to. Yeah, for us. Yeah. Well, at least, but for us, most of the time. Cold, and that's not so bad. Dry cold ain't so bad. Wet cold bad. Dry cold. Yeah. Good morning, John Hudson. Thank you for joining us. Maple Circles. That's right. Dr. Osiris. Hello.
Doctor.
Flockmeister's here. Good morning. Chuck McNorris. Hello. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I think a secular feeling has slid in the door earlier. Why? Because Weed Bro is here. Musical Monkey even is here. We can get the party started now. Nitty, in fact.
Morning, Nitty.
Nitty showed up this morning. Good morning. We've had a good week so far. And let's see. I see John the Heretic. I thought I smelled something. Good morning, John. Hope you're having a good week so far. And Adrian Belgrave, what up, atheists? Good morning, y'all, says Adrian. Happy New Year's Eve to the heathens in the chat. That's right. Thank you. When we're burning in hell, we'll be looking up at you and we'll be going, Happy New Year, Adrian.
We're partying and having some drinks, tossing one back.
Dank ass weed. Yeah.
We'll pour one out for the homies. Like,
that's right.
We miss y'all up in heaven.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Let's see here. We had an interesting day yesterday. Sort of talking about the things that have gone on this past year, more broad scope. About what has happened in the world now. We're kind of getting on to what do you got planned for the next year? Tomorrow we'll probably talk about whatever the hell we talk about. I don't know what to talk about. Very close, my friends, very close to having a poll where you can go and vote on the movies that we have. I actually have it up right now. I could set it to you where you could go vote right now. The only problem is it if you've already submitted the movie, if it's already been submitted, of course it'll tell you no. That's fine. If you have already submitted a movie, and you're not supposed to be able to submit a second movie in the same week, right? If you try to submit the same movie, it crashes and it just takes you to a blank page.
Oh, damn.
I'm still working it out. Well, I hadn't gotten that far, There's like right now it's always open. So if I give you the link, it's always open. I haven't built the closed poll page yet, where it closes the poll, resets the poll. But for those of you who don't know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it to where you can vote on the Daily Atheist Morning Show's Sci-Fi Friday movie of the week. And we're going to have it to where every Tuesday, right as the show starts, polls open. And then the following Tuesday, an hour before the poll starts, 1 hour before, it'll actually close and tell us what movie won. And so whenever we come on Tuesday, we go, okay, people, the movie that we voted for last week was whatever The Thing. And that's the movie we'll be watching this weekend.
Love it.
Vote polls open now, and you can vote on next week's movie. And then, so as soon as I actually get it up and working, then we will go ahead and I'll release it this week so we can hopefully vote on what movie is going to happen next week. Yes.
That's exciting.
I know. When I first get it up, it's just going to be functional. But now I'm kind of getting inspired. I've learned some new software. I've learned so much shit, girl, in the last. Between the AI, the video generation, the posting it locally, the N8N, the automation, building the apps.
It's slow going. It is slow, but there will be a point where like it'll be bing, bang, bing, bing, boom. And then things are it's just a learning curve, man. It's so much to do at one time because it's not just you're working on so many things that encompasses. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to finish up this movie poll so we can get it going. I'll make it a little pretty later. Right now, I just want to get it going. But once I get that done, the next thing I want to work on is I want to knock up a little bit of merch because I haven't done that. And what I want to do is I want to somehow, and you guys can tell me in the chat what you think. What I want to do is like a shirt that says, "Fear not, my wayward child." So I don't know. I'll have that on the back and some kind of thing. I'm working on some kind of just stuff. I've got a couple of catchphrases we use. Sin safely, my friends. That sort of thing. And then everybody's like, "What do you mean sin safely?" And I can explain that to you. There's lots of you can indeed sin safely. It depends on which God you're talking about, as to whether or not it's a sin. Point A.
Right.
Some like it, some don't. Anyway,
from what I hear, Satan approves.
Satan does. Whispers those sweet nothings in our ears. Good morning, Ace Trades. Thank you for joining us. A Goddess is here. That's you, by the way. Good morning, A Goddess. For some reason, when I see your name up there for the first time in the mornings, I usually think I get you and your tag in there and Maya's tag in there. Do you remember? For some reason.
Oh yeah, because hers is. Yeah. I think hers might be some
something kind of, maybe some kind of similar. Good morning, better than Ember. Ember, how you doing today? Good morning. Whenever the show is over today, it'll pipe you over to Ember's thing. Go check that out. That's a lot of fun. Ember's always got good stuff after the show. And of course, let's see. Ace Trades is here. Why? Because Weed Bro. Jyle. How you doing, Jyle? Hope everything's going great in your and VH5150. I don't recognize your name. VH. Are you a repeat offender? Are you a newbie? How's it going there? Do we have any newbie lurkers?
Anybody?
I don't know if they're lurkers. They're not going to say anything.
They might not tell you.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Make sure you hit the like if you haven't hit the like yet, folks.
Hit the like. We just talked about having a lot of projects, mini projects, Well, one of the other projects that I'm working on, I'm going to try to, son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
The words are about to come out of my mouth where I'm going to try to have it done. So by the first of the year, we'll be able to do X. And I'm like, oh, shit, the first 2 years tomorrow. I was thinking like next Monday,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Caught right up to you real quick. Surprise.
Yes. So it may not be tomorrow.
Sometime in the new year.
Sometime in the new year. I'm going to do something. Oh, wait. Let's see. What was I telling you I was going to do? What I was going to tell you I was going to do. I never told you. See, I got distracted by the new year. What I'll do, let's set for next Monday. Okay, we'll just scope it out for next Monday. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to have it set up to where we can take a call. Next Tuesday, I mean. So hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be able to take calls for the second half of the show, Tuesday of next week. We'll see how it goes. Some people like the idea. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Try it before we buy it.
Yeah, true enough. And like I say, we can get the whatever, damn show phone number. So that's fine too. We're good with that.
That's really neat. That's cool. You can do that.
It really is. And the amount they charge for the per minute for calls, it's not that bad. It's pretty cheap.
They charge okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a program called Call-In Studio that we would use.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how I can have it to where they call in and they speak to an AI, and the AI takes their information vocally like it would in a business, right? Part of the things is if I figure out how to do all this stuff, might actually get a job helping at these places, because I don't want to start my own business. Fuck that. But it'd be an idea to try to see, because there's lots of little businesses switching over to little AI things, like your little burrito place down the road is going to have it to where when you call in, instead of a person, it's going to have a little AI, it's super easy, barely an inconvenience to do now. And so I can see that there are bound to be companies out there doing that. And I'm learning how to do it. So,
right. It's a great skill.
Else, yeah. I may be able to hoard myself
hustle.
out.
It's not a full-time hustle,
Yes, exactly right. But that's kind of the deal. That's kind of what I'm hoping to get done. And we'll see. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I can have it to where it pops up a name on the screen and I can filter the calls and go, you know what, I don't want to talk to you or whatever. But because normally I just don't feel good asking anybody to dedicate their hour every morning to be our call screener on the show. I just you could, the first or whatever, first few times if need be, I could always be the AI, and you could be the one taking the call too, just to see how it goes. You can answer the
wrinkles.
You can answer the phone. Goat busters, what do you want? But I guess if they're not familiar with the goat scented flesh candles, they won't get the goat busters. Anyway,
I'm going to answer it just like the woman from, is it Office Space?
I've never seen that.
And she just repeats, and she has that really weird high voice, and she just repeats the same thing every time she answers the phone. Anyway, I love that movie.
Never seen it. I'll have to.
Oh my God, you've never seen? Okay, never mind.
It's a comedy. It's Office Space. It's a movie, right?
Yeah, it's older. I mean, it's like Jennifer Aniston. I feel like back
the 90s days. So that's the one with the guy at the end with his stapler. Don't take my stapler.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. I think I have seen it. It has been a long time. Probably when it first came out, and I was probably very stoned.
Yeah. That could be
remember a stapler.
The stapler's been like a meme now, you know.
Oh yeah. And who knows? Maybe I've never seen the movie, and I just know it from the meme.
You might just know you might just know the memes from it.
Right. Flockmeister says I did a great Annie Potts impersonation. Thank you. And let's see. Office Space is hilarious. Good morning, VH. Kelly Laughlin rolled up. Good morning, Kelly. I hope you're feeling better today. Secular Feeliness is here. And there we go. Good morning. And one hot bun. Just one. I got two. Let's see. Selfish reason. The sooner the year comes and goes, the sooner the orange clown leaves the office. That's a great one. Orange. Adrian, what'd you say, Miss Ryan?
I said, at least it's not a cross bun. It was a really bad joke.
Yeah. Kelly says I actually have a red swing line stapler that I bought because of that movie.
It's so funny.
I don't even know that did they even make red ones before the movie? I thought they were only black up until the movie. And then I know, it's stupid. That's crazy. You know, one of y'all might look that up. I know that's a crazy factoid, but I think it's true. You would be hard pressed to find a red one before the movie, or any color besides black before the movie.
Well, it would definitely pick up in sales. Sales would definitely be on the uptick after that movie for sure. Because if I had a choice between a black stapler and a red one, I'm going to choose the red one. But if I was in an office and maybe I wanted it to hide amongst my stuff where people, my peers, where they weren't stealing it, then maybe I would want a black one and not a red one.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows? Je ne sais pas. Well, we especially in the 90s, there was this explosion of like clear plastic phones, so you could see all the guts inside the phone.
Yeah, pagers. I had a pager that was a clear
pager. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's me. Is that you?
Hold on, guys.
I got it. Yeah.
And it like lit up too. I think it had like some kind of LED, so it lit up a little bit when oh my God. Okay, you have to just be so freaking extra. My God.
I've got a friend. His name is Mike. You probably maybe seen him on the show once before. Anyway, we used to work together in apartment maintenance, and back in the pager days, and we had this rule, right? If you need me to call you back immediately, put 911 in there. Your phone, and 911, I'll call you back. And there would be times like he would put 911 in there, and I'd call him out and be like, "Hey man, what are you going to be doing on like Thursday of next week? We got this thing." I'm like, "Dude, you put 911 in," and I was like, "Unless you are bleeding,
right?
Right.
You broke the social contract."
Yes.
We had trust here. I can you just cried wolf, and now I can no longer trust you when you say 911.
I wish we had those words back in the 90s, but I didn't have those words. I was like, you cunt. Why do you do that? Those were the only words I had.
Bitch.
Adrian Big pager. Yeah. I tell you, I was doing theater and I had a pager, and I met this lady while doing theater. And we started, talking to each other. And then, so I got two phones because she was married. Eek. So I actually switched to a phone plan at that point, and I got two phones. My phone, and I had a spare phone that I gave to her so we could talk back and forth on. I was a very bad person. I was a bad person for doing this sort of thing. And so whenever that fizzled out, eventually the phone itself broke, and I switched over to the phone number that I'd given her, whenever, because she'd given it back to me.
Yeah.
And I used that phone number for like the next 16 years. I called it my home number because I was.
That's so funny.
I thought of that because of the flip phones, I guess. It was one of those.
Yeah. I used to have like the clamshell phone, and Like the razor, that was like the
Yeah.
big deal. Like the really
Yeah.
thin one, that was such a big deal when it first came out.
Yep. That was what I was talking about yesterday on the show. Whenever I said, Star Trek has predicted a lot of things, the flip phone, the iPad. Sure enough.
Yeah, there was. I feel like there's more, and I just, for some reason, my brain just can't even.
Yeah.
Can't
there's so much more. Yeah. Yeah. And there will be more to come. They're already, I mean, they working on transporters like it's something. And warps, they're working on it all as much as they can, so.
Warp speed?
Warp speed, they are. They're trying to work on a warp drive engine at the sort of situation. The Alcubierre drive, in fact.
Wow.
Me and the evil one, just to kind of go over this direction, me and the evil one, yesterday, I was like, I kind of had a headache. I didn't want to come back in here and go to work. I wanted to sit in there with her. So I sit in there. We just finished our 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine for the night. And I mean, it's getting good because they just got to Defiant. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But I don't want to do more than 2 a day. Kind of, So I was like, I want to watch this. So I put on Stargate Universe, the first episode.
Oh, so we're watching it together, basically.
Apparently. And I've only seen it the first time when it first came out. The evil one thought we'd watched it together, but we haven't watched it together. We were watching it yesterday, and I was like, I don't remember this because it's been a long time. And she's like, I don't remember this at all. So we just started it. We watched 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes, which is Air, part 1 and part 2. There's 3 parts to Air. Okay. And we watched the first 2 episodes, and I liked it better than I remember liking it. Yeah. I think part of it was I'm not coming off of Stargate. You come off of Stargate and Stargate Atlantis, there's this feel to it. Yes. And Stargate and Stargate Atlantis and The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and Voyager, they were all made about the same time. They had about the same graphics, and they had that same feel to them. The team, we're a team. We're all right. And an ensemble. It was an ensemble. And Stargate Universe is different. It's newer, starts in 2009, so the graphics are better. One of the first things I noticed, there was this thing coming crashing in the first episode, coming crashing towards I was like, wow, that looks pretty good. The Goa'uld motherships that you see at the beginning of that thing, they look really highly detailed and fancy 2009 as opposed to, 1997.
Yeah. The CGI is definitely improved. To me, like Hubs and I really like it. We're actually in season 2 now. Okay. And for me, it feels more like, okay, so it's a familiar universe because it's Stargate. We understand that. We understand their technology. But it feels more like a BSG because they're stuck on a ship and they're not always working together. And that's kind of how I'm taking it, instead of, with Jack and, teamwork and da-da-da-da. And I like it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's things that maybe annoy me or I think are dumb, but that's every fucking show. So
I think the BSG 2001 show that the Battlestar Galactica, I think it actually had some influence on this. This started out in 2009 and went to 2011, I think, and so I really think it did have. You can feel there's more. They were really trying for a more. This is real feel.
Music. Oh, yeah, no, even the music is more sinister, not just darker, just kind of like it was in BSG. I mean, sometimes you get that in Star Trek and SG-1 and all that, but it's just more of it, more drama, more dramatic kind of stuff. It's
possible somebody like Ronald D. Moore, I think he was big on Battlestar Galactica. He may have actually moved over and done something with Stargate Universe. I don't really know. I just there certainly could be a connection. I'm looking forward to maybe watching the rest of it. I don't know if the evil one will continue to watch with me. She really does not like these, but she did like Stargate Atlantis. She likes Atlantis. She doesn't like Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
She likes Richard Dean Anderson. She doesn't like Jack O'Neill because in the beginning, it takes a while to get used to him. And then once you get used to him and you're like, okay, I get it, especially if you know that Richard Dean Anderson just didn't want to be the smart guy like he was on. And then all that went over.
Very, very adamant about it.
Right. Let Sam take care of that stuff. And there was Amanda Tapping ready to do all the jargon and do all the talk.
Technology,
sir. Yeah. Yeah. That's impossible.
Right. Sir, you have to give me time. We have to integrate the alien technology with ours.
Yeah. 4 minutes tops. Come on, hurry. I need 4 minutes.
It just cracks me up. You just kind of know what to expect sometime in the situation. You could like make a bet with what they're going to say, you know?
One of the things is that, they got some of us just for the storytelling, whenever Star Trek, let's say for Star Trek, use Star Trek as an example, they find a derelict ship. That has happened on more than one occasion that they found a derelict ship. So they find this derelict ship, they transport over or they shuttle over, whatever. And then they get over there and they spend 3 weeks trying to decipher the language so they can figure out, no, they can't really do that. They got to go over there. And you see them go over there. Oh, yeah, this is like warp control and boom, 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 boom. And then they start working it. And you're like, no, but sure, why not let the show happen? But you see that all the time. They'll get into, now we're getting into the Jim Hadar. They're going to get a Jim Hadar ship. And to see them go in there and just go, oh, yeah, this is the sensors over here. This looks like weapons control.
What about it looks like weapon control? I really just need to please.
Does it have little guns? Does it say pew?
Right. Is there like icon, like an explosion or something? Like big boom, big bada boom button.
Big bada boom, big. But yeah, but again, I mean, realistically, in order for the story to progress, we kind of just have to let them do that.
They're getting so good that they can just recognize it. Like there's a theme to these motherboard or dashboards or whatever that normally weapons are at this, but they're just there's something that they're picking up that we're just so stupid we don't understand.
I guess you could be generalized in the way that if you don't know how to drive, or you know how to drive a Ford, whatever, so you could go jump in a Chevrolet and get by, even though the things. And imagine if all the words and everything were different on the things, you'd still be able to figure it out. Oh yeah, this looks like the speedometer. This looks like the headlights. I guess we could go in. We'll let them have that one.
They're different positions, but sometimes you can just figure it out. But what else? Oh shit, there was something else I was going to say about that. Damn it, what was I going to say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kiss. Now I can't remember. Darn it, it'll come to me.
Moment. Yes.
It'll come to me. I will.
We
get a super chat.
We did. I want to say real quick thank you to Rainbow Ash. Gave us a $2 super chat before the show, said Happy New Year. Thanks, love you, bye. Thank you, Rainbow Ash, very much appreciate you. And then just now, Left-Handed Jedi threw $5 at us. Oh, at least it's not like euros, where they're, coins. My favorite line from the original Battlestar is the Cylon pilot when it says, "What about the other Battlestar?"
Oh, see, that's why I got to rewatch BSG again, because there's probably things that I've missed.
If Left-Handed Jedi spoke truly, meant the original Battlestar, you've probably never seen the original Battlestar.
Oh, the original. Yes. No, I've not seen it yet. Yeah. Okay.
That was a little different.
Do I need to see it? Do you think I'll enjoy it?
I tried to watch it. I really had a hard time with it. You might, who knows,
I'll put it on my list and maybe, and maybe one day I will. You know what I was going to say, Chris? I was just going to say in regards to, them going into a literally alien spaceship and knowing how to use it, or when they walk in there and, it's like the crystals and they're like, just hold on, this is going to take a long time. And then they pick up a crystal and then they move. It's done. Like, wait, what was so hard about moving the goddamn crystal? It's very dangerous. You can't just move anyone.
That's right.
That just always cracks me up with the crystals.
Oh yeah, so the movie could happen, so the story could happen. Yeah, it's kind of. Left-Handed Jedi says that is when Commander Kane shows up, and absolutely. I mean, I get that. I just didn't. I don't remember that because it's been so long since I've seen that. I do remember in the new Battlestar Galactica being very dramatic. Whenever the two Battlestars are sitting there and they've got all their dudes are going, they don't want to shoot at each other because they're all on the same team. And Starbuck comes out and says, dude, that's good shit. But I don't remember the original one. It's just been so long. And now I could start it at the beginning, but then I'd have to watch all the show to get to the episode where Commander Kane comes back. Played by, was it Lloyd Bridges? Lloyd Bridges. Oh, man. Played by Lloyd Bridges, and he was like a Wild West cowboy kind of thing. I've got my Battlestar horse, and we're just going to go on. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Happy New Year, Chris, Ryan, and all you amazing, wonderful people.
Very kind.
Kelly. I hope you're doing good. We missed you. I thought you were going to be here. I thought I threw you out an invite to be here yesterday, and you weren't here whenever the show. I saw you in the chat. I didn't want to hit you. Hey, man, why weren't you here? But yeah. Awesome. Thank you for the super chat. And I don't know if you heard, I'm going to try by next week, not New Year's, because that's tomorrow. I'm going to try by next week to make it to where we can do call-ins. We'll see how that goes. And I may hit Kelly up to help take calls,
Ooh, Kelly, get your do the walking and the talking.
Yeah, we often deal with these folks, these Christian folks, through the chat. And it's different. Good morning, Nefig. Thank you for stopping by. I thought I smell something. It's different dealing with them through the chat than it is to have to talk to them. And atheists, the people who have the mute button have a tendency to be, but then either way, if you don't use the mute button, you end up yelling at each other. It's whoever can speak the loudest. So I don't know. We'll just it'll be a learning experience for me. And I could go watch some of the other shows to determine, learn that way to see how they handle it. But I'm not a guy to sit around and watch those other shows for. I don't care enough to do it. You know what I mean? It's not really my thing to do. I will work and research a lot of things. That's just not one of them. Watching call-in shows just isn't my bag. I don't get it. I don't get it. I never have got it.
I have for very specific, like if I'm looking for a very specific topic and a call-in show will come up or something, like I'll listen to that portion or, whatnot. It's probably not my first form of video entertainment watching or anything, but I like them, not against them. I just don't watch them that much. Sometimes if I do watch, it's mostly just because I'm in there to talk to the people who are in the chat. Like I'm just looking for people to talk to.
That's true. Well, I got to be honest. There are times I have pulled up on some shows to watch them because really there's somebody speaking who I want to learn something from. I have popped into the occasional Dr. Kip stream because Dr. Kip knows his shit. That kind of rhymes, and he should put that on a shirt.
Dr. Kip knows his shit.
And then there's also Dragons in Genesis. Very, very smart, very intelligent. Those. I mean, of course, I don't think he does a lot of lives, but there's other live streams where you watch them, you learn stuff. I enjoy those. Those are fun. But to just watch Christians and atheists talk at each other and yell, it's not really my bag. But we'll find out if it's my bag next week. It's fun to do when they're here in the chat. And I'm like, you know what? You're an idiot. And this is why, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why. But I don't actually have to stop and give them the floor here on my show. They can still talk. Everybody gets to see what they say. But it's a little different, the notion of giving somebody the floor here on my show and me just sitting here listening,
Yeah. I mean, that's giving up a lot of control. That's 11,000 people worth of control.
At best. You know what? I'm going to go.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. I'm going to, no doubt. I'm going to go refill my coffee cup. Whenever we get back, we'll talk about more stuff. I'm going to try to read. I'm going to play along. When we're going to do the Holy Halos, I'll get my coffee cup and I'll read some of you guys' chat because y'all been going. I'll be back in a minute. Next up in the bark bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks. Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically, they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With holy halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be. But soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% worse for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your poetry.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
He may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes: conservative, medium, and liberal. All right, we are back. I've been checking out the comments. Adrian Belgrave, breakfast tacos, and I bumped heads one time. I found him to be quite a jerk and an ass, and he starts emailing me, telling me he was just very manipulative, and I have the emails to prove it. And yeah, so I don't like breakfast tacos. Don't care for him at all. And you know what? If breakfast tacos doesn't like me, that's okay with me. Oh, she's almost back. There were other people who said words in the chat, though, that, here we go. Oh, look at her all fuzzy. That, let's see, I saw a new name. Isaac Smith 494. Good. I don't know if I said your name right. Isaacs. I'm going to go with Isaac Smith. Good morning. I hope you're sitting safely today, my friend. Says Isaac Smith says the line is a fun call-in show. Yeah. Yep. I have some friends who've been on the line or who are on the line occasionally. GE is on the line every now and then. I think he's on the line. Isn't he on the line? GE's on the line. You know who I want to meet? Forrest Valkai.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I want to meet Forrest. He's wily, coyote, smart.
All right, dude.
fine. Well, as far as I know, all I ever see is, stuff he puts out. He might be a total jerk in person. I don't know. Worst if you're watching.
Let me find out. Let's find out.
Right. Adrian says, I would love a call-in show one day a week, since this is his first atheist channel ever. Very, very fun. But yeah, we'd love to have you call in. I thought I saw someone else, but my chat kind of goes up. Yeah, we did have somebody else. So good morning, everyone. Forrest is so fun, says Ember. Even more wholesome in person. Really? Can he be more wholesome? I mean,
is that possible?
Yeah, Forrest Valkai just seems like one of those guys. Like, yeah, I don't know. He's super awesome.
Then I don't want to meet him. You don't want to meet people that are supposedly good. You don't want to ruin it. Let me just not ever meet him.
Don't want to taint. Well, there's two reasons why. One, because you don't want to disillusion yourself as to who that person was. And two, you don't want to corrupt that wonderful, pure, innocent person with your shit. That's my
I'm probably more likely.
Yeah. It's like Forrest didn't do cocaine until he met Chris. That's not the story I want to tell.
Oh gosh. Poor Forrest.
One hot bun says, I have a problem with the line. Mostly it's the way they claim to be all for trans rights, but spend their time bashing the only political party in the Western world that protects trans rights. That's kind of a tough call, really. I got to be honest. I've been there too. That's me and Durante. In fact, here on the show one day, got into an argument because we were talking about the measles going off in Texas and stuff, and I'm like, damn those conservative politicians, it's their fault. And Durante was like, well, actually, it's the liberals' fault for letting them get away with shit, or whatever he said. And that's what me and him got into an argument with. I was like, man, you're biting our own people when we should be fighting them. But he wasn't wrong. They're not wrong. Our own people are half the problem in the politics.
Yeah, I definitely think our side is better. Sorry, I do.
No doubt. True.
But I reserve the right to criticize them in expectation of more, just like I do criticize this country, but not because I hate it, just because I want better for it.
But to be honest, I don't know enough about what the line talks about or how they talk about it. It could be just I
don't know. Sorry.
And line is also a group of people. It's not just one person, it's a group of people. So it may be that individual has seen somebody and that's their view, but that doesn't necessarily represent all of the view of the line, for example.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
And I don't know for sure.
There. I mean, there has to be.
There has to be, there might be. Well, we all have our different, these are new days, new times for a lot of us. A lot of people are getting used to these new, to me, it was new. When I came back to the Atheist Morning Show, in my normal life, here in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico, I don't deal with a lot of trans people. But whenever I got back into the atheist sphere, well, they're a very prominent group in the atheist sphere. And I had a choice. I could embrace them or I could be a dick. Right. And I chose to embrace them and just be, because they're awesome. And why they're just trying to live their lives. That's my whole bag. But there's a whole political party out there who woke up one day and just chose the, I want to be a dick version.
Yeah. For some reason they chose the, I don't want to see people as humans.
Yes. Don't make me do that. It offends me when you make me treat other people equally. That's what the anti-DEI song is. That's what it's all about. Every time you hear that song play, that's the chorus, is you make me treat other people with equality and dignity, and that pisses me off. So I'm leaving.
So you're basically saying it's the We Are Charlie Kirk song? We are Charlie Kirk.
See, and I just want you, my friends, to know that in my brain, things are said that you never hear. And I just exemplified that by maintaining control and responsibility and not saying things about Charlie Kirk and his unfortunate, I better stop even thinking about it, because the closer I keep weaving near it, I'm going to say something stupid. Charlie, though, if you're watching, sorry, man. I do that all the time, and I think it's hilarious. I don't remember how it started, but this whole, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then the other day I tried to do it with the Rob Reiner. It just happened so fast. I'm like, right, if you're watching, I was like, oh man, dude, that's too soon. But the problem was partially that I couldn't even remember the guy's name. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Not only did the joke fall through, because dude loved a good funny joke. He would have loved it. He would have thought that was hilarious.
Rob Reiner was a funny fucking dude, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if he were alive, obviously we would prefer that he be alive, but he finds hubris and stuff. That's something he was very good at doing.
Yes. Well, part of the thing is people claim that he wasn't a racist, but there's one thing whenever he sees a black pilot on an airplane, that makes him worry. And here's the way it goes. He fears that black pilot is not educated enough because the system is built to lean their way and let them get by with so many things that by the time they become a pilot, they're not really a competent pilot. That's his assertion. Now, those of us in the real world realize that those people in those situations have to work so much harder, whether it's a black man, whether it's a woman, whether it's a black woman, whether it's a gay man, if it's anybody but a straight, white, good-looking, most of the time man, they're just going to make it. They're just not happy. They're just going to have.
Yeah. It's just for me, it feels like an intentional twisting of the facts because they do not want a level playing field. They don't want to see people succeed. I mean, when you see a white person in a job, do they go, oh God, I hope this person didn't just have the job because they're white. Right. I mean, all people of all races, of all colors and sizes are allowed to fail. I mean, sometimes people just fail. You could be the best person in the freaking world. You could be the best doctor, heart surgeon, #1. And sometimes patients die.
That's true. One of the things is white people, such as myself, I don't know if you may or may not consider yourself a white people, but you know what we're talking about. You're whiter than I am.
I consider, who, me?
On appearance, yeah. You don't see on appearance that you're whiter than I am? Maybe it's just the camera. Anyway.
You're getting a very
a very bleached out.
Bleached out. Yeah. And maybe I am whiter right now because I've not been in the sun. But I consider myself. I know this is weird. I've always checked other, but I respect the fact that I'm white facing.
Understood. Well, yeah. So really, whenever you see a white male pilot on an airplane, this is what we talk about often, is the privilege we have as a white person. There's a certain level of privilege. Whenever you see a white man, he got through the system with more privilege, more likely got allowed to do things than other people. If you see a tall white man, that tall white man, statistically, by sociological standards, has had more people will like him and give him opportunities than other people. If he is a handsome, tall white man, then he's even more likely to have had all those privileges. So in reality, when you see two pilots getting up to the plane and one of them's a person of any color other than white, you're more likely to get a more competent pilot out of that person than the white male pilot who's had all the privilege. That's what my brain was trying to get out.
Yeah.
And he's exactly wrong. The black pilot is not the one to worry about. That's the best one he should have. The white pilot is the one he should be worried about.
They're probably
but his racism won't let him see that.
Yeah. And as a woman, I've been in that position where I felt like I had to break my effing back just to prove, because I worked with it was a crew of dudes. So I just felt like I had to do that.
Right.
I mean, did I don't know. But.
Well, Daryl has chimed in, and Daryl mentioned that having a deep voice also helps. And Daryl's not wrong. And you will notice that there are women like Elizabeth Holmes who ran that big business who fakes having a deeper voice than she really has. And they've actually got a few times where they catch her where she's talking with her normal voice. And then, but in order to seem more powerful than she is, she puts on a fake deeper voice than she really has.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, exactly correct. It sounds like your brother. You sound just like your brother who was on the show that day. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I just had a frog in my throat. That's all that was.
So yeah, that's kind of my thinking. Whenever that, as far as the whole Charlie Kirk, was he racist? Not only was he racist, but his racism made him ignorant. It like made him like, there's like innocent ignorant where you just don't know something, but then there's just, what do you want to call it? Vitriol ignorant, where there's hate that leads you to not want to know something. And that's Charlie Kirk.
He wants you to walk down the street and with every Black person who is employed, he wants you to think, did they belong in that position? Did they get that position because of affirmative action, what he calls it? And, that's not what the DEI is. Right. But anyway, yeah, this is intentional. He knows better. He got to the position he was because somebody enjoyed his rhetoric and thought that they could mold him and shape him, which they have done.
Yep. Well, if you know anything about Charlie Kirk, you'll also know that he's failed college. He didn't pass college. Does he have anything? Did he get a degree? Or he's a right-wing political talk to airhead. That's all he was.
And going to schools and telling young girls that they should just be there to get a husband. Bitch, you need an education.
And then on top of that, them always talking about the woman should be at home and humble and at home, a wife, pregnant, and let the man go, let the man do. But yet Erica Kirk wears pants made of light on stages that have explosions.
Pyrotechnics.
And she is taken over as the CEO of Turning Point in his place, despite all the things. She should have let the second in command, she should have let him step up as the CEO now, and she should have gone home and been silent in her home, because that's what she tells you to do as a woman. Right. But for her, no, blowing pants and all that business.
That's their whole spiel. For me, I can read her like a book. For her, she gets to hold more power with more women who she can get to behave subservient. It will erase and eradicate more people from her path to get to where she wants by telling women, no, y'all need to stay home, but I'll be the one out here telling you to do so. And that's fine and dandy. I'm off jet setting and globe trotting, and my kids aren't with me, but I'm a good mom. And you're not if you're not home.
Matthew in the chat says he is dead, for the record. We're talking about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, we're talking about he was also dead whenever Donald Trump gave him the Presidential Medal of Honor or some shit. What did he do to earn it? He got the flags at half staff. Donald Trump didn't do that for the liberal Democratic politicians who were killed in their homes, shot to death.
Or the schools.
Or even the school shootings Donald Trump hasn't done that for. So, but he did it for this piece of shit. Huh?
Was there 400 shootings this year? Or no, 3? That's right. There was more school shootings than there was days in the year. So allegedly it's like 360 something, I thought, the last I heard. And I could be wrong, but if that is the case, they couldn't fly their staff at half, because it would just never go up. You would just have to fly you just have to fly it all year.
And so had he, somebody he got some specific credit for, I think it was when someone died. I don't remember who it was. When someone died, they're like, oh yeah, he lowered the flag for them, but he really didn't. He lowered the flag. There was a different shooting in a different state, and that's what the flag was for. It just happened to be around the same time that I think it was the Melissa Hortman shooting happened in Minnesota, Michigan.
So
Charlie
tragic.
Kirk's pronouns are he was, says Bill Castle. I've heard that before. Thank you for that. Axel Ignite is here. Thank you for joining us. I saw new names. Rainbow Hood is here. All right, so let me just, there seems to be things. And Liz Allen, cool name. Says at Indiana University, I always tried to go to women doctors at the student health services because they always had magna cum laude or summa cum laude after their names. Male docs never did. Yeah, they work harder. They're more like, I feel they have to in order to get the same. They work harder. Mr. Peabody, the skeptic, is here. Says Kirk was demonstrably a dumbass. Yeah. I can't argue with that. Let's see. I thought I saw. I'm just checking to see. They may have.
Oh, 230. Okay, then I must have got my 3 with my first. I put the 3 first.
Gotcha.
Still too many.
Too many what?
Still too many gun school shootings or whatever. That's
230. Right. How long? First of all, if you stop and to think, do you just take the flag down for a day? Is that it? Is that all? No, generally it's down for more than a day. So especially with the 230, there's just no way. In our country, there's no freaking way.
It's embarrassing if you ask me.
Shameful.
Yeah, I feel I don't feel shameful about fucking, about diddling myself, but I absolutely feel shame of what is happening to this country and where our tax dollars are going.
Yeah, I know. It's just, we've talked about this there is this part of your brain that squeezes out shame juice. And these people do not, as a matter of fact, it feels like, and go work with me here, people. It kind of feels like when it should be squeezing out shame juice, it actually squeezes out projection juice. And instead of feeling shame, they start projecting back on you or deflecting on other people or lying, anything but taking responsibility and feeling the shame they deserve. So,
yes, I agree with that. It's like they're producing an extra amount and they want to share it with the world. Like, no, you drink your own damn shame juice. Don't pour it on me. I want that on me and keep it to yourself.
Good morning, Hell's Bells. Thank you for joining us. John Hudson, Adrian Bever. I don't really know. I'm kind of watching chat. I would like to ask my friends to be cool. One Hot Buns. I'm not really familiar with the name. You might be a newbie or an obie. I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Be cool, please. And other newbie person I don't recognize, which is, don't tell me I know this one. Robin Hood. Robin Hood. I don't know. No, I'm not blaming. I'm not casting any stones. I'm just asking folk to chill, please.
Rob, I think it's Robin. I don't know.
Yes, and I would like to do this if I can, with the exception of just a couple of my mods. Most of the mods I give you all the wrench so you can post links. I would appreciate if you would not ban or block people until you see me. You know what I mean? Let's kind of keep that, because I've noticed some people are getting kicked or silenced rather quickly. There's a lot of early triggers out there, and I'd like to kind of let that not happen, if you know what I mean. So let's do that. Robin Hood, yeah, I probably do. Robin Hood, I've run so much cannabis through this brain. I mean, there was that time in the forest where you caught me fucking that goat, but other than that,
you weren't supposed to tell anybody.
We're supposed to keep that on the down low.
Open your mouth, Chris.
Down with OPP, that's right. Let's see, John Fapiano is here this morning. John Fapiano. Good morning, everyone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run us a commercial. Would you guys like the Pharaoh's Curse? We did the postmortem. We could do a Wild Bill. We could do the goat scented flesh candles. We did Holy Halos. So, what do you guys want? Let me know.
What you want?
It's Robin Webster. Oh, I very much know Robin Webster. Robin did not catch me fucking a goat. That was not that Robin. Different Robin Hood. Sorry.
Are we sure about that?
I don't know. Maybe she was there too.
Sure.
Richard Madsen. Man, it's been a day or two since I have seen you. I hope everything is going great in your world. and that you're doing fantastical. Let me read what Richard Madsen had to say here. Peace and respect towards all. Happy New Year's, Dan, Ryan, everybody. So the movie can happen. Good morning. Thank you, Richard. Good to see you, man. Oh, and Scott Gradden is here. Scotty is here. Scotty, like the master and commander of the Discord server, is here. The Scotty is here.
Scotty.
I know, Scotty. Good morning, everyone. I thank you all for joining us. Man, this is fantastic. Well, we still need to go do a thing. Do you want to? Let's see. Should we do the Pharaoh's Curse? Ghost scented flesh candles, the pup.
What you want? What you really want?
Tell me what you want. What you really want. All right. Don't make me choose. I'll choose. Candles. Back in a minute and a half, folks. We'll be back. Oh, well, wait. The song. Okay, so we got 2 votes for the song, 1 vote for the candles, 3 votes for the song. Okay, all right. So we're gonna do the song. I will end the show today with the goat scented flesh candles for you, Chemical Squirrel. We'll be back.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
All right, and we are back. Thank you for that. I'm glad everybody enjoyed the video. That's a fun one. I really do need to work on another one. I need that one to take off. I was telling Miss Ryan, I need that one to take off over on like iTunes or some shit so I can get super rich and never talk to any of you motherfuckers again.
Bye, bitches.
Bye, bitches. I'm out. Yeah, I'd never be able to keep my mouth shut, I don't think.
Happy New Year's, Musical Monkey, for you.
Peeps. Happy New Year's. Is it New Year's for Musical Monkey already?
Well, they're leaving,
Neat.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, they're heading out.
Happy New Year's. Pharaoh should be aired worldwide to fight sexual diseases. You know, Matthew, I kind of agree with you on that one. I do. if you need this for STD training, it'll be really sad. So, that's a good point. Now, to be fair, though, it would be a good like condom campaign or free condom campaign for like World Health Organization or some business like that, to use that to help promote the fact that you need to put on a wrapper before hitting that crapper. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Gotta be safe.
That's what.
Especially with
and actually
no healthcare.
That's right. Actually, what I'm doing now is I'm finishing up this poll. I'm going to try to finish it. I'm going to try to finish it very soon, and then I'm going to work on merch. And like I said, I've already found a place where I could find condoms to personally customize and buy them, and then sell them. That'd be crazy to do that sort of thing. Yeah. So I could do that. I just haven't chosen to do that yet. It's kind of a pain in the ass, I think. Really, more of a novelty, obviously, but who knows? People would buy. Would you guys? But none of my peeps use condoms.
If they're not getting any,
they're raw dogging it.
I mean, shit.
See, me too.
We don't need them.
I've never had a sheep ask if I had a condom.
What?
Let's see. So yeah, there's other things, but I do have the goat scented flesh candles. I'm going to actually really, really offer goat scented flesh candles. They're probably not going to smell like goat flesh.
That's what I was wondering. Would they just smell like a burger or something, or are they going to smell like sweet?
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to have to find some place online that can make these for me, right? Because I'm not going to make candles. Right. So in reality, I was thinking about, for the goat scented flesh candles, seeing if they had a barbecue flavor. If I could find a barbecue flavor, because barbecue smells good.
I bet you that's easy peasy.
Yeah, and that would appease the Lord, I think. The smell of goat scented or goat flesh burning, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he just likes the scent. He doesn't want to eat it. He just wants to sniff it. When you're on a diet and you just want to smell the cake.
So true. So true. Let's see here. Somebody in the chat said condoms, XL condoms, please. Haven't worn any in years. Yes. Science and doctors need to wear the condoms. I saw something else. Oh, Father Flanagan's. I actually have fatherflanagans.com. I do. I have the domain. And I have everything I need to build. Oh my God, my friends. Let me tell you, it's just us, right? Don't tell anybody. It's just us. Keep it a secret. I fucking hate WordPress. I do. I'd rather drill a fucking hole in my head than build a website with WordPress.
Yeah.
Now back to your regular scheduled program.
I used it like once.
Yeah.
Uno timo.
It makes building a website better, gooder, more gooder. I mean, you're not coding it in HTML or CSS like we used to have to do, but I just don't like WordPress. I very much don't like. Did I mention?
You had not.
I don't like WordPress. Just saying. Catholic Ignite says, just don't piss off the Catholics so much that they sue you for defamation. They can and will and might win in this case. Well, I don't really know if they could sue me for a number of reasons. One of them is because it's parody. You can get away with a lot through parody. Now, if I were selling real products, that'd be one thing. Even me and I said I should not sell real products. But parody products is just fine. Goat scented flesh candles, all the things we talk about on the show. We could probably even do the post-mortem baptismal kits as just a parody thing, because, you never know, though, the Mormons, there might be a market there. Anyway, but yeah, I've thought about that. I've got to be a little careful with the Father Flanagans to a degree. However, I do want to mention, no offense to my wonderful crowd here, I'm just a tiny, tiny little streamer. Super tiny. Nobody gives a shit about me. If the Catholic Church were to try to sue me or something, then everybody would give a shit. And that would actually work for me. I could spread it out to I'd be hitting all the atheist news places and sending them all, hey, look, it'd be a whole different, okay, I'll stop, but it'd be nothing but press for me. What, Father Flanagan can't use an A in his name? Got to use an I? Done already. Because that's really the difference between my Father Flanagan's spelling and theirs. I didn't mean to do that. Just, but sue me. Yeah, would anybody out there like to alert them? Tell on me, anonymous soul out there. There's this guy going by Father Flanagan. Just a thought.
Well,
Native Atheist and Caitlin Chloe is here. Good morning, Caitlin Chloe. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Did you hear my crazy evil plan of doom and despair that I just spouted off? It was fantastic. I don't even remember what it was. That's how good it was. It just burned a hole in my brain.
Already forgot.
Keeps me out of trouble. In days of old, when knights were bold and rubbers weren't invented, they tied a sock. I think I probably should stop there.
Who wrote that?
It rolled up. Not only was I like, man, you should probably stop now. John Hudson, you knew it was either John Hudson or Raven was back in the chat. They tied us a sock around their cock and babies were prevented. The condom has been around for a while. And now, do you know the history of the condom, the prophylactic in various ways?
I forgot already, of course.
Well, we've had, various types like rubbers. They were made of forms of rubber. And now they're like blah, blah, blah. Originally, they were made out of the intestines of an animal, usually a goat or a sheep, And that was, I think that was literally invented by the Middle East to prevent diseases back a long time ago. They're pretty kind of smart, really, considering, I don't know how they think about that. Anyway, but then in I think it was 1200, somewhere in the 1300s, they decided to take them out of the goat. Oh, wow. Those of you who get it.
I just
not like a little goat love. If you've got the special cut boots, you know what I'm talking about. Well, you know what they say,
figured it out.
You can't, figure it out.
No, I'm like, who figured that out? Who was like, I have an idea for this.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this looks like a good idea. Yeah. Well, especially with things like oysters, calamari, but it could have been a matter of how hungry you were.
Oh, yeah.
I can get that. Okay, I was hungry. I had to eat that. I can't imagine going around telling people, you know what, you should eat that too. And eating it anytime I didn't have to eat it. I ate it to get out of a bind. I can't see going down and paying a lot of money to eat it. Oh, damn it, Chris, you're going to get HR called on us again. That's very possible. It does happen. Saran wrap and rubber band if in a pinch. There you go. Yeah. Whatever you do, do not use a holy halo because it just won't work. Very true. I want to mention, I am going to be at the Rocket City. Man, they told me the Rocket City. It's RCR. She'll tell me in the chat. The Rocket City Atheist Convention this October in Rocket City, Alabama. It is in Alabama. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. ReasonCon, Rocket City ReasonCon. It's in Rocket City, the place that's known for their rockets.
The rockets.
The Rocket City.
Right. Rockets.
That's the one with the rockets.
Exactly. That city.
That's the city. I think it is is it in Alabama? Is it in Alabama? I don't know. Rocket City. Casey's going, why did we invite this guy? Oh, there it is. Rocket City Reason Conference. Yeah. Oh, in Alabama. I was right. Look at me being Wile E. Coyote. Huntsville. Oh, look. Hey, there she said Huntsville, Alabama. Gainesville is where the prison is. I think maybe it's Gainesville, Texas. Houston? No. One true thing we definitely know through history is that guys will stick their dick into anything. Very well said, Mr. Peabody. the skeptic. Very well said. And we talked about it on the show the other day about how the manatee is possibly considered to be is it the manatee? Well, yeah, the manatee is the possible origination of the mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
And but a couple of reasons. One, obviously, they're friendly and they swim around, but they also have a vagina that in the animal kingdom most closely resembles that of a human female vagina. So one of the questions leads you to ask, how did they find that out?
One wonders.
At what point in history did somebody go, you know what? I saw this manatee the other day. She was looking at me. And I have to say,
like, is this a lonely thing, or is this simply a I'm horny thing?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Huh.
Like, is it just I just need to get off so I don't give a F what it is?
Right.
Or are you just so lonely?
Yeah. I gotta tell you, whenever I was young, my dick would take me places I wouldn't go with a gun. You know, I'm just saying. So who knows why they did what they did, but maybe a curiosity. I forgot, Casey. Actually, decent, normal human beings were in the chat today. I'm sorry, decent human beings. Forgot y'all were here. We're talking about manatee vaginas, but at least we're not talking about circumcisions. We weren't talking about circumcisions. However, I've got Father Flanagan's has got a couple of new products coming up. And one of them is Father Flanagan's, as we've talked about this before, Instaju, pull out the slack, give it a whack. But there's also another new product that we're actually going to, Father Flanagan, I believe, is going to bring up before the Bark Bank and see if he can get some funding on it, is Father Flanagan's circumcision restoration kits. We've talked about this briefly on the show before. Yeah, so I've got some new powers like the AI and stuff. You remember we've talked about it, how where do they get the skin to restore the foreskin? From their eyelid, right? So in the commercials, the guys are going to have an eyelid.
Eye patch.
You can tell you can tell which men are all there down there because they're not all there up here. I like to have a picture of like 2 or 3 men in a crowd and have like one eyelid missing off of each one of them. You can tell who's
and then the guys who haven't done it want to pretend as though they did because they want to be in on it too. And they wear the eye patches and somebody rips it off and their whole eye is there. And they're like, oh, you fake, you're not one of us. Yeah.
And then another one where the man doesn't really want to get his foreskin back, but his wife or girlfriend does. So she's the one so you see them together and she's the one missing the eyelid.
It's not that serious to him, but he's like, if you want it, then you can go ahead and I'll use your eyelid. Like, whatever.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Depends on how bad you want it, lady. Keep that eye dry. No, keep that eye wet. You gotta.
I already have enough problems with freaking my eyes being too dry. I got this fan on high because it's very, very warm in here.
Very warm.
And I'm like, if I had a hole in my eyeball, that'd be problem.
That'd be unfortunate. It would. It would.
Very, very bad for me.
You need little eye mister. There you go.
Free with purchase. You get a little eye mister.
Oh, yeah. Oh, an eye mister. That's a great idea. I've got a...
Yeah. Give me a second.
An eye mister. Oh, hey, Pickles. That's great.
No, you can't. You probably can't see it. There's a fan. Oh, damn, you can't see it.
Oh, there's a fan.
Can you hear it?
I do hear it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I got a little mister, just a little spritz, and it mists in my face.
Yeah, that's a great. I was doing this thing, and we had them with fans like that. I never saw one on a phone like that. That's really cool. But they would get on a water. Yeah, they got a water bottle where you put a thing on the water bottle. It's got a fan, and you can squirt. Those. Are cool.
Yeah, they're great for like hot days, or maybe you're at your kid's soccer game, something sitting outside. Oh God, and you can't move.
Right. Yes.
graduation,
So,
like outside graduation, and it's 100 degrees outside.
now I'm inspired. I've got to do the I Mr. Free with purchase. That's just fucking fantastic.
Free gift with purchase.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, nowadays I have the AI that can help me make these things.
Yeah, seriously, that'd
I
probably
can
be
do
pretty
things I could never do
easy.
before.
I say easy, but
Yeah. I can
relatively.
do voiceover testimonials. You know, have an image, just like an image, or like a man and a woman just sitting there, not an image, but a video, even if of them just sitting and do the voiceover. I could do that.
Yeah,
Making them talk
that's
is
pretty
hard.
easy nowadays. Just making a image talk and react. Yeah, that's
Yeah, oh
very-
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we'll have to. I just got to get something new out. We're going to need those for the ARC protest in NanoCon. Very true. Oh man, it was so hot at the ARC protest. So hot. How hot?
Yeah, we're boiling.
Boiling. My brain was boiling. And let me check out Randall. Richard has been in the chat. I haven't seen Richard in the chat in a while, and I haven't really been able to keep up with Richard's chats. Cubic Syllogismus or whatever says best viewers over on Streambo. Well, we already got the best viewers. They had to take the vacuum as his member was stuck. Okay, something got fun there. Maybe it's a pattern recognition. You know, actually, I thought about that, but Richard has a good point. It could be just pattern recognition. And what I was thinking was I thought that it was nice of you to give men enough credit to say, you know what, maybe it was just pattern recognition. And just kind of, hey, look, that thing looks like that thing.
Maybe. Thank goodness there wasn't teeth in there. Could you imagine?
Oh, man. Huh. Fingers first, everybody. Fingers first.
Just saying,
But you know what?
Take a risk.
That's funny because men, you know, that's one of men's greatest fear is a vagina with teeth. You can even see them. Like, look at vagina with teeth on the internet, and you'll find, like, you know, scary looking things. But men sure do love blowjobs.
Did you? Yeah, you're right. Did you ever see that movie? Was it called Teeth?
I don't think I have.
I think that's what it was called. A movie called Teeth, and it was about a girl who somehow grew teeth in her vagina and ended up like chomping somebody up who assaulted her, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the one. Teeth, 2007. Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody took it a little too far and
very scary teeth movie.
Vagina dentata.
Wow.
Is what Bree says.
There we go. Vagina dentata. There you go. Yeah. Teeth in the cooter. You know, actually, if I remember right, the word vagina comes from the Roman word for the sheath where you put your sword.
Yeah, I think I feel like I remember hearing that.
Yeah, something like that. Some of that business, you know how they were.
Business.
Yeah. Good morning, Bree. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great day so far. Tomorrow is the 1st. Do any of you guys, the cameras were boiling? Yes, the camera overheated. My camera overheated. It was, I don't know about everybody else's, mine overheated. Oh, goodness. You know, I got to be honest, next time I do something like that, I don't know if I'm going to run the morning show or how much equipment I want to lug around, and I don't know. Maybe though, because it's fun. I'm like, I don't want to do it, but it was fun to set up the show and interview people, and I got to talk to folks. It was cool.
At the convention?
Yeah, at the NanoCon. Yes. Let me see here. Demolition, peace and respect towards you. Yes, it's good to see you again. All right, so the closest thing we have to a poll now is our little poll up in the thing. It says, this is your first time seeing the damn show live. 10% of the people have said yes.
Oh, wow.
I know. I was surprised at you. And then other people, no, feel the burn. 69% of you are repeat offenders. So you know what? While we've got you in the chat, and let me ask you, you know, it's kind of cool that we got KC here. The thoughts about doing the call-in show. How many of you think it's a good idea to do the call-ins? Can you do a thumbs up or a thumbs down? So Casey, we were talking about doing a call-in show and having people call in for the second half of the show. Maybe not every day right at first, maybe just like once or twice a week, but to see if we could, may even have to hit up Godless Engineer and see if he's doing stuff, but he's usually working. I suspect he has like a job and does job stuff. Are you trying to make your thing do stuff?
Well, yeah, won't do the goddamn thumbs down, old bitch. Does it when I don't want it to.
Maybe what I should do is Atheist Approves Matthew says thumbs up. Adrian Belgrave, yep, thumbs up. Oh yeah, there they go. They're flying around. Anytime we've done the poll, we usually mostly get thumbs up, people who want it. Some people say no, so it sounds like fun. I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on doing some of that very soon.
I'm excited. It's something new to try, right?
Yeah. And I think I really do think I may be able to get the AI to help me do some of the stuff to process all the stuff. My one kind of, I don't want to say fear, or I should just say concern, is that I'll still have to install Voice Meter Banana. And Voice Meter Banana is a very fantastic and powerful tool. It's stupid powerful, stupid fantastic. Very hard, very complicated. It makes it work if you can make it work. I can make it work, but it takes a lot to make it work. I just don't want to put up with it. If I can, that's the problem. That's really the problem. Voice Meter Banana. You have to do it to have the incoming call. If you ask like Wes and those people who do it over for the Skeptic Haven, I don't know about the other people, but that's how they do it over there. And you just gotta,
I think I helped them once or twice back, but they might even change since then what they do.
Yeah.
Actually, I think when I was helping, they were using Video Ninja somehow still.
Video Ninja. Yeah, that's what I use. Yeah. There was something about, though, I don't remember. There was something that wouldn't work. It's been a while, a day or two. John Hudson says they upped my Adderall, so up yours. I want to say I ran out of my medicine. I haven't had medicine for like, I guess now on maybe a month.
Oh dear.
A month, yeah. I missed my appointment, and the doctor wouldn't. They're so funny. He won't come back until February, so I'm stuck until February. So there's that.
Oh, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah. So let's see though. Randall Flagg. Good morning, Randall Flagg. I say I have a cap on call duration. I say, what I was going to say was over on the Skeptic Haven, if I remember right, somebody there has to have the program on their computer and run as the person who's feeding the thing. So somebody has to, it really does get hard. If I can figure out how to do it all though, because I'm Wile E. Coyote nerdy, then I'll be able to do the thing.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
There's a lot that goes into all this technical stuff you don't realize. Sometimes like the littlest thing and I can't get it to work right, and I spend an hour just to find it was like the tiniest little stupid mistake that I made. Oh my gosh.
I cannot tell you. That's fantastic. I can't tell you how long and how much I've been beating my head on this damn movie poll. When it's done, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be worth it. The evil one, it was her idea. It's great. Oh my goodness. It has been, I spent so much time. And part of the problem is my AIs just aren't smart enough. They can't remember far enough back to help me, because by the time they get to where I'm at now, they're screw it up. They're oh yeah, you need to name this table this. I'm like, anyway, it's just stupid. So I actually took a day and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to build my own AI with a really big memory so it can help me do the thing. And I'm going to program it with the right code and all this stuff. And it's going to be able to access the N8N documentation, be able to do all that stuff. And I spent a whole fucking day just trying to get one little node connected to the AI, the tools node, because the repository of information that we created with all the N8N's most up-to-date stuff, and it was going to update automatically, would not talk to my goddamn AI. And I fought with it all the time. And I'm just.
I feel your pain. I do. I do. One day it will all work out and it will be worth it.
Yes.
Sure.
It will. It will. That's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
Ways to Heal is here. AJ is here. Good morning, AJ. Hope you're doing okay. Child, Amy Cervantes finally rolled out of bed. Slacker. Nice to have you with us this morning. I think what I want to do is, let me see here. Should we do? I'm looking. Don't tell me. I'm looking. Let's do Goat Scented Flesh Candles. We'll be back in just a minute. We'll be back.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh no, the Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do you do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning built flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
Hey, there we are. Look at that. That's a short one. So Ryan's not back yet. You guys are just stuck with me. But while she's gone, we can talk about her if you want. Sir Equinox, happy arbitrary change of year designation day. Thank you, Sir Equinox. With a name like Equinox, you'd think this would be one of your right up your alley. I'm just saying. Yes, she's not there. Adrian Belgrave, Zarcross. Good morning, Zarcross. Thank you for joining us today. I'm just looking here. Oh, we were talking about AJ, and I hope everything's going good with AJ. Awesome sauce. So, do any of you guys have any big special plans for New Year's Eve? I can no longer drink. It's very sad. Even just a super tiny little bit of alcohol will give me a migraine. So it's not that I don't want to drink. It's not that I'm better than drinking. It's not that I'm over drinking. And it's not that I quit drinking. It's that I can't drink. I guess I could. No. So I don't usually, but pot is indeed, pardon me. I think Zarkraz, I do think pot is better than weed myself. And that's because the weed, it's a little difficult on the lungs. Not as hard as cigarettes, obviously, but it doesn't tear up the kidneys and all the other, the liver. Oh man, poor liver. Yeah, Druzilla is here. Good morning, Druzilla. Thank you for joining us. Adrian Belgrave, smoking as much weed as possible before I stop cold turkey for the month of January. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. I guess it might. What are you doing? The other day you got back there messing around with stuff, trying to fix your computer stuff, and you ended up pulling out that little cord over there, and it unplugged my clock up there, and I couldn't see the clock anymore. And that was your fault. I was like, Ollie was back there rewiring shit. So here's Ollie, of course. Do you see yourself over there? He does. He's very cool. Oh, she's back. I was all dance monkey dance. I had to get the dog.
How well are we?
Awesome. So no, you can't get back. Don't get back here though. He really did unplug my clock.
He what?
He unplugged my clock. For some reason, every now and then him and Daisy, not at the same time ever, will just get back behind my computer area. And I got 3 monitors, 2 lights, a camera, speakers, a computer, speaker. There's wires back there. There's quite an arrangement of wires. And as you can imagine, they're highly organized. That's a lie. They're not they're fucking everywhere. And so a dog go roaming back there. Just what, you want to sit with Papa? Okay, come on, come sit with Papa. Okay.
Yeah, I got a ton under my desk right now.
What's that?
I got a ton of wires under my desk too. They were kind of up, but I pulled on one wire and I had a little rig and it pulled my rig down. So now they're all hanging. I got to put it back on.
I tried.
But
I did try. You know what I found out? At Home Depot, for $6 or $7, you can get a roll. They sell them in a roll, and they are zip tie, not zip ties. They are Velcro strips about this long that you can use to tie up wires and stuff.
Yeah.
And you get like 40 or 50 of them for like $6. Ever since I found that, now whenever I decide and I get a hair and I decide I'm going to try to wire, I just go grab my things. They're just so much easier than any other zip ties. I used to use zip ties, but then, oh man, I forgot to add this monitor. I got to cut the zip tie off.
It's annoying.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds good. We have something like that ish, but yeah, like that wraps around. It's just more of like a plastic latchy kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Richard asks thoughts on Nick Shirley, Tim Walz, and Ilhan Omar. You have thoughts on any of those people?
To be fair, I don't really know. Walz sounds familiar. Ilhan Omar. I mean, I don't know much about her. She seems okay, but
yeah,
I don't really know. Walz, is he a douchebag?
No, Tim Walz was the guy who ran for vice president with Kamala Harris last time. He ran to be her vice president. He may, in fact, go to run to president on his own. I believe he's the governor of Minnesota or Wisconsin. Minnesota. Let's see. Oh, Miss Non Sequitur said, I should not blame Ollie for the technical issues. And that is very true, in fact. Had I securely plugged the wire into the outlet, the dog would not have unplugged it. But the wire is not securely plugged in there. It's on a thing that's too big, and he kind of wiggled it loose. So, Guitar Dog ATX is here. It's about childcare issue in the news. Well, all right. So one of the things about Tim, is it Minnesota that they're taking away the childcare?
I'd heard that there's some kind of fraud thing that was reported back like in January or something. So, but I don't know what the rehash, why it's coming back. I thought.
Well, see, that's kind of what I thought too. I think this may just be lashing out, a reason. Somebody gave them a reason to lash out at Minnesota, and the governor and the President Trump and his lapdogs throughout the government are gonna do that. So they're gonna cut the funding to all child care funding for Minnesota has been canceled.
So
federally funded child care.
What is this collective punishment thing that they love doing?
Well, it's about punishing blue states, right? Punishing the blue.
And they don't care if they're red, they're dead red. Supporters get hurt in the process.
Yeah, they don't care. Zarkraz says Walz was awesome. He was a good candidate. I thought he was a great candidate. I believe they won the election. I believe Kamala Harris and Tim Walz should be the president and the vice president right now. And there's a thing called there's people out there trying to prove that right now. They've got proof that it was stolen. It's out there. Yes. Left-handed Jedi.
We'll probably never get the truth with how our media outlets are being bought up. No such thing as free press anymore.
There are things like we talked about the issue of Donald Trump and the Epstein victim who claimed that there was a baby involved and that the baby was thrown into Lake Michigan. Did you see that? I didn't really see that on any of the big news outlets. Why didn't I see that on the big? I saw it on MSNBC. That was the only one I saw it on, you know, and Facebook. My friends on Facebook, these things, and it's like CBS is just absolutely they're Fox Light now. I just don't trust anything they say. But you've got this underlying group of people who want to do good still at CBS. They're trying to do good at CBS, but the bosses who've been bought out are trying to force the Trump agenda on them. And that's the thing you're seeing now, where they made that thing and only Canada put it out because, you know, Trump and his lackeys didn't want the United States citizens to see what's going on, the 60 Minutes report.
Yeah.
So
and Barry Weiss, as soon as she got the position, once everything was sold, she immediately fired, I think, practically every single person of color under her. But there were white people that were kept and reassigned because she was like, oh, we don't need this anymore. So we let everybody go. But they just reassigned all the white people in that department area, whatever it was. I can't remember.
It's just crazy that white supremacists are so open and so blatant and so shameless in our government. I mean, throughout the entirety of our government has been overthrown by white supremacists. And
from people who you just wouldn't expect it from.
Right.
Especially politicians. Usually I feel like they try to walk a line, but that seems just out of the ordinary now. Everybody just says what they want to say.
I actually heard D&D. Good morning, D&D. Thank you for joining us. I actually heard D&D says same as Trump vetoed the Bobbitt bill that would have helped farmers in Colorado. Good morning. Good morning. I actually heard that. Donald Trump has vetoed 2 bipartisan bills. It's like anything that would potentially help the people, they cannot do. Donald Trump will take any road that will hurt the people. If there's a branch on a fork to take, if it's the one that will hurt people, he's the one that's going to take. I don't get it every freaking time. So they put bills forth that are going to help the poor. Can't have that shit at all.
Nope. They'll just call it a handout.
Yeah. And it's amazing
how much it all handouts.
Right. Whenever we get the office, when we get back in office and they start telling us we can't have college for all, we can't go without medical insurance. We need to get rid of medical insurance and let the government take care of all that. Other countries do it. We need to, when the left comes in and says we can't do those things, say fuck you. We know they can. We know you can afford it because you just got finished paying off 4 years of billionaires sucking trillions of dollars off the tip of the United States of America.
Yeah. Our deficit just goes.
Our deficit has grown more under Trump than under all the other presidents ever combined. You know,
and
so
we're
much
thinking
for
of starting wars everywhere.
Yeah, and they start war. So much for balancing the budget, right? And why? I mean, not only is he all over the Epstein files, he's also now he's a war hawk going to war with Venezuela. I mean, was it Nigeria he attacked? He's attacked so many different places. Where are these conservatives who are all against war, who are like, Hillary Clinton is going to be sending your sons into battle? Where are these fuckers?
The amount of bombs we've dropped on this for a president who was recommended for a Nobel Peace Prize is absolutely insane. Yeah. I mean, this year it's been Iran, Yemen, Nigeria, Venezuela. Who am I missing? Is that?
I'm sure there's.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that is enough, or should be. And then whenever we've also got evidence of these boats washing up, have no drugs, no fentanyl, no nothing. And they've got people who are on the boats who survived, and they're not drug dealers. These guys are openly just murdering people in boats off the coast of Venezuela so they can claim drugs are coming from Venezuela so they can attack Venezuela. We're literally killing these people to set up a war.
Because as Trump admitted, the president what is his name? Is that Madero?
Yeah. The president he doesn't like.
That he doesn't like took control, or his people took control of their reserves and didn't want our companies in there anymore. They were like, get your grubby hand. And Trump didn't like that. He specifically said, they kicked us out. We want our oil. That's our oil.
Yep. And
It's
I believe
just
they even,
audacity.
I believe they even jailed their fascist ex-president and part of his cabinet and this other stuff. So he doesn't like them. He's against them. He wants another fascist like Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, I can't remember the guy over in
Brazil.
That other guy, huh?
Who's the guy that was like dancing around that they gave millions or billions to?
Donald Trump actually helped this guy out. Anyway, there's lots of the wrong people. Anyway,
there's so many. There's Honduras, the people he's pardoned, the drug lords that he's pardoned. Right. His behavior is not one of a good Christian who's making moves that are going to help this country. The moves he's making are going to help rich, powerful people who are then going to scratch his back and put a finger in his butt with a reach around.
I'm trying to think real quick. There's countries. There's a country. What the hell is his name? Viktor Orban. So you've got Viktor Orban, and then you've got Vladimir Putin. You've got what the hell is his name over in South Korea or North Korea? Kim Jong-il or Un's Kim Jong-un. You've got those kind of people in charge. Benjamin Netanyahu, and down in Venezuela, they just kicked out one of those people, and that's the problem. That's why Donald Trump doesn't like it. That's he wanted another one of those down there, like you got in is it Colombia? What was the other company that he demanded they free their president, or was it Venezuela? Anyway, lots of shit going on. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, there is so much, and again, we know that that's all intentional, so we are distracted. It's hard to keep on top of things, and then the Epstein files keeps getting like down.
And why is he still in office with the Epstein file? Just the Epstein file alone. The conservatives
what has come out not enough?
Right. What would it take at this point?
What would it take?
Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run our deathbed conversion Bible, our conversion Bible. That's not the same thing as our postmortem baptismal kit. It's a 1-minute thing. I'm gonna run that. I'm gonna say bye to Ryan. Let me do our super chats real quick before I do that, though.
Oh yeah.
Ryan, let's go. Thank you for all your support, everybody. Happy New Year from Rainbow Ash for $2. Thank you very much, Rainbow Ash. Left-Handed Jedi says my favorite line from the original Battlestar is the Cylon pilot when he says, "What about the other Battlestar?" I can actually see that. I want to see that. That paints a picture in my brain. Kelly Laughlin for $10 said, "Happy New Year, Chris, Ryan, and all you amazing, wonderful people." Thank you, Kelly. You are fantastic. And Left-Handed Jedi for $5 says, "Do they call me Jedi the Peacemaker? No. Or Jedi the Storyteller? No. Or Jedi the Wise? No. You fuck one goat, and all of a sudden..." You're the Jedi, the goat fucker. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful day. I'm going to play this thing. Ryan, we'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. New Year's. We'll see you tomorrow for New Year's.
All right. Bye, guys.
Do you have an atheist friend or family member who's a good person and you don't want to see them end up in hell? But now they're on their deathbed. Time is running out. They've been there for you, and now you want to be there for them. But how can you save them from your all-loving, forgiving God and its eternal lake of fire? Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. No more worries of loved ones meeting their resolution without absolution. Now you too can flourish your faith on the weak and helpless in their final moments. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles are designed specifically for the weak and infirmed. Extra large type for failing eyes seeing their last. Deluxe editions come complete with a post-mortem Mother Teresa would have approved baptismal kit. Also available in heathen and heretic versions. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. Coming to a Walmart. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Take care. Sin safely, my friends.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen